Former DOJ attorney Richard Serafini tells me Trump's comments are just noise outside the courtroom, but will never make it inside. Only the facts will be presented in the case.
That may play for him politically, but I suspect his defense attorneys consider that to be a nightmare. An unschooled or untrained client can say things that can come back to haunt him or her.
Serafini expects to see a conspiracy charge on the indictment. And we are learning more tonight about the man appointed to investigate former President Donald Trump. Jack Smith was appointed by Attorney General Merrick Garland back in November. Smith is tasked with trying to determine if Trump or his aides committed crimes by taking classified documents to his Mar-a-Lago resort after he left the White House, and whether they obstructed the investigation. In court filings, prosecutors have said they were sensitive government documents Trump had no legal right to hold on to. Todd?
Again, Felicia, we don't know the full extent of this indictment itself. It has not been released by the Department of Justice. Trump lawyers also say they do not have a copy of that at this time. Again, we go back to the 7 counts we talked about at the top. So what's next for Donald Trump? We do know, again, he'll report here to the federal courthouse in Miami on Tuesday afternoon. That appearance at 3 p.m. It'll be very similar to what we saw in New York, in Manhattan. Donald Trump will probably report to the United States Marshals in the federal court building. Then he'll be booked. That process will go on. He'll probably avoid being fingerprinted or getting a mug shot, as was the case in New York. He then goes to the duty magistrate, who will advise him of the charges to be arraigned. Donald Trump could decide to waive the reading of the indictment itself. Then he enters a plea. Of course, we believe that will be not guilty, and then he'll be released on his own recognizance, where he's expected to return to Mar-a-Lago. In federal court, there's a Speedy Trial Act which says that once you are arraigned, you are to be tried within 70 days. We do not necessarily expect that to be the case. There may be many filings to come in this case before we see Donald Trump tried on these federal charges. In just a few minutes, you'll hear some of the reaction from some key Trump allies and top Republicans. But for now, I'll send it back to Felicia in the studio.
All right, Todd, we'll check back in with you a little bit later on in this newscast. Well, beyond the Mar-a-Lago investigation, the former president is also at the center of another investigation in New York City. In April, he pleaded not guilty to 34 counts of falsifying business records. Those charges are related to $130,000 in hush money paid to adult film star Stormy Daniels during the 2016 presidential election. Trump's case is scheduled to go to trial on March 25th of 2024. And we will continue to follow this story on air and online. You can stay informed about Trump's latest indictment by downloading our WPBF 25 News app or visiting our website, WPBF.com.